Hello, it's me again. I'm coming to you from the corner of my bedroom because I'm in a new place and my bed does not feel appropriate to film, and also the window lighting kind of ruins it. So I'm in the corner going to attempt to film a video, and yeah. Today's discussion thing will be about what I went through and what I learned through the experience. So a couple of weeks ago, like a month ago at this point, I think, I can't remember, I recently went to a psychological ward in the hospital because I had yet another breakdown. And that was because of a situation that I didn't know how to deal with, and it just piled on top of like a million other things, and that led to me having a breakdown full of dissociations, full of just basically not knowing what reality was at that point. And it led me to a mental hospital, and I have my phone here to list a few things that I learned from the experience, and I'm going to try and get this out as best I can with the little energy I have, which is why I'm sitting on the floor, because I'm low in energy and I cannot be bothered trying to find an appropriate place to film. So yeah, the first thing I want to talk about is that when you're in one of those places, you really can't afford to openly share your magical gifts or your empathy or light to literally every single person in the world, because it won't end well. I did the same thing, and I was left drained and bedridden for at least 2 to 3 days at near the end of it. Full blown flu-like symptoms. I just couldn't get my head straight. The medication I was on wasn't really helping either, but I don't really know what the medication is called, but it's for depression and psychological issues. So the medication kind of dulled my senses a little bit, which is bringing me to point number 2. Just because you can't connect to your divinity, whoever that may be, doesn't mean you are disconnected completely, because I literally went through a phase within like the week and like the 2 weeks and 3 days that I was in hospital, where because of the medication I was on, I felt completely disconnected and stuck within myself. And it took me doing it, offering ritual to Loki, Odin, Hecate and Freya, all in the same ritual, to literally reawaken the light within and realize that, hey, I'm not stuck in my body, like I can overcome the medication, side effects and whatnot. And that wasn't fun, I suppose. Number 3 is tying into number 2 and number 1. It's all kind of connected. Basically, you're there to heal and not openly, like endlessly share your magic, because again, if you do that, it'll just lead to further consequences and pain down the line. So I highly recommend that you don't do that. It won't end well. I ran into a lady who I actually forgot almost completely now. I ran into a lady at the hospital who was obsessed with my tarot cards and literally knows my divine name, which is Marta. She knows who I am because I told her the first day I got here, because I felt a connection. She was just obsessed with the tarot cards and just wouldn't leave me alone, and constantly wanted to read them. It was like a drug to her or something. As soon as my other friend left, who I still keep in contact with, but I forgot her name. I can't really name names on here anyway for privacy reasons and confidentiality. So, I was around those two pretty much always until my other friend left, and then the person in question, who was literally obsessed with my tarot cards, just kind of stopped, like, being all buddy to me and only wanted my cards. So that led to me having to literally cleanse the cards and put my runes around it, which are ironically rose quartz as well as runes. So I put the runes around it, and I used a pile of rocks that I actually found on a walk one day during my stay at the hospital. I used like 5 different, like, I don't even know how many crystals, but I had like rose quartz, I had the runes, I had the other crystals, I can't remember what they are, but they're cleansing ones and grounding ones. So I kept the tarot cards in the protective circle of crystal and cleansing circle, whatever you want to call it, for 3 days. The person in question wasn't exactly pleased about that, because she's like, oh, why 3 days? And she also got a little bit bitchy, and she's like, you don't know how to cleanse tarot cards. And I'm like, dude, I am an intuitive witch, I know what the fuck I'm doing. So yeah, all I'm trying to say is that you can't really endlessly share your gifts or knowledge with literally everyone at the hospital, because it won't end well. And I'd like to close this video with a bit of a cleansing for myself and others, because I'm feeling the need to just cleanse and just cleanse it all off. So, in the name of Loki, Hecate, Wanda and Freya, I clear any and all negative energy from my aura, light body, energetic systems, esoteric body, and physical being. By the power of 3 times 3, as I will it, so mote it be.